The very first thing you're going to notice in new is a reduction in noise. The very first thing you're going to notice as you get out of your way, as you open up a bit, as you peek, allow that peek into the and. Stop worrying, stop holding on to that chair. The very first thing you're going to notice is that it's not noisy. And then the mind is going to say, well, nothing's working here. I didn't do it right because it's not all noisy. Shouldn't I have all this? No. It's there if you stop and allow it. It's not going to be like the old. It's not going to be all clangy and noisy. And it's not even going to give you high highs. You know, you got addicted to that. Let's get mental high today. Now, I'm not talking about your drugs. I'm talking about let's get that high. Let's really get ourselves all enthused here, motivated, stimulated, excited. That's kind of an addiction. That's noise. It's just more noise. And then you slide right back into the depressed noise. None of that. It's without the force now, without the noise. The mind is going to be the first place. Your thoughts are going to be the first place actually this manifests. Not in your outer external life, but the first thing you're going to notice is when you allow, when you get out of your way, out of the human's way, and when you get out of your butt and go into the and, you're going to notice that the thoughts are different. The thoughts are less noisy. I'm not talking about drama. I'm not talking about depression or versus excitement. Those are all levels of noise. Depression is a level of noise, as any of you who have ever had depression certainly understand. I'm talking about the thoughts. You're gonna imagine your mind. It's got all of these thoughts always going, and it's always trying to figure everything out, and it's always trying to hold on. But all of a sudden, you're going to go have streamers going out. And it's like, well, that was a little bit different. I wonder what's happening here. And then the old mind is going to say, oh, you better stop that. That's dangerous. That's dangerous activity. And you're going to go, no. There were streamers going on. You know, they were thoughts, but they weren't all noisy. They were thoughts, but they didn't question themselves. A thought that doesn't question itself. You see, every thought you have right now questions itself. It's built in, woven right into every thought to question itself. Suddenly you're going to get a thought, like a little swirl going up. Oh, that thought didn't question itself. Well, that's different. That thought broke out of the zoo. Wow. And then you're going to question yourself. But based on what we're talking about here today, then you suddenly go, I remember that Saint Germain talked about this, and it's like, no, it was Adamus. Adamus talked about not having to have noise. Maybe that's what that was. Wow. Maybe I'll open up just a little bit more. Maybe I'll start to realize that this thing here, this human thing, isn't the only thing. Maybe I'll begin to realize it's not about this golden divine angel swooping in and entering my body and suddenly transforming me and being my soulmate and my partner. And no, it's just the realization that there is this and without all the noise at the same time. Beautiful. And very quickly, so that important point, energy does not need to have force, noise, drama, commotion. It can be quiet. It can be so graceful and yet so dynamic. So let's get over now having to push through life, having to make it so hard, so hard. It's not fun. Find a way to make sure you can listen to this soundtrack of Drone anytime you want to remember what the old life is. No, really, you need to go back once in a while. Play it again, John, if you would. Just Drone. I want you to remember this is what it's like. I have worked very carefully to select this. just to get the right annoyance to it. That's what it's like, 24/7. And then what people try to do is go noisier. It's like, oh yeah, that's what it's like to be creative. You just make more noise. You're still in the noise, you know. And a preacher would tell you the noise is hell. It's your punishment. It's God being upset with you for all your sins. And then there's even more noise with, oh, I'm a sinner. And it's like, and now God's mad at me too. And there's even more noise. And the New Age facilitator would try to, no, let's nurture the noise. Let's find meaning and love in the noise. And let's all accept noise because we are all one. And I'm telling you what happens. And the psychologist would be, where did that noise come from? And how do you feel about this noise? And can you be more comfortable with this noise? And why are you trying to resist noise? Everybody has noise. Would you take some of these noise medication pills? It'll just make the noise that much more pleasurable for you, but it's still noise. An atheist will just shoot himself and not worry about it because the noise stops for a little while. Love you too. So, where were we? Yeah, energy does not need force to be real. It's quiet, it's beautiful, it's gentle. We're going beyond the noise.